Hello, we are Geeks Assembled, and we have assembled here once again. And this time we're going to be talking about the Golden Voyage of Sinbad. And let's jump straight in. Let's go to Beef Dad first. We haven't seen Beef Dad in a while. So what did you make of this film, Beef Dad? What's your opening thoughts?
It's a wonderful film. It's a film that I remember seeing when it first came out in the cinema. Tom Baker playing Koura, the nasty piece, and he's pretty evil. Caroline Munro playing the heroine in it, very pretty, but obviously, she was very, very much in the horror film industry at the time. John Phillip Law, Sinbad, superb, just really takes it over. Douglas Wilmer, wonderful actor, playing the vizier, spending basically all the film in a mask, and he's really, really good. I like the story. It was written by the story was written by Ray Harryhausen and Brian Clemens, but Brian Clemens did the screenplay. Ray Harryhausen was a bit busy doing the animations and the special effects. Absolutely superb special effects in this. He doesn't get any credit, but Ferdinando Poggi plays Carly. He's brilliant in that. And of course, Robert Shaw, absolutely top British TV actor.
Beef Dad, Martin Shaw.
Robert Shaw.
Are you sure?
Martin Shaw.
Are you sure?
Robert Shaw.
No, Robert Shaw was the one in Jaws.
Are you sure?
No, it's David Shaw.
And Robert Shaw does the voice of the Oracle. You're thinking of Martin Shaw playing Rashid. But I am saying, Robert Shaw didn't get credited, but he was the voice of the Oracle of all knowledge, which was wonderful and creepy. Super. Loved it.
Oh, thank you, Beef Dad. Let's go to Alex and Susan, since they're unmuted.
All right. Well, enjoyed it a lot. Love Tom Baker doing all of these other roles. He is such a great actor. Outside of the Doctor, he is also a fantastic actor. He was really, really evil in this, and that was really awesome. And I love the special effects. Oh my gosh. Ray Harryhausen were just outrageously good special effects. There was Jason and the Argonauts, and he did this one, and I'll think of the other ones that he did. Oh yeah, Clash of the Titans, and he did a bunch of other cool, amazing movies. And so love that about it. And John Phillip Law, also awesome as Sinbad, and sort of drew you into him. I mean, it was like it wasn't played as an Arab sort of thing. It was played just as a heroic character, and that was an interesting decision made by the film company and stuff. And so yeah, enjoyed it a lot. Good to see this movie again. And here's Alex.
Yeah, this is one of the classics, and one of the classics in the for the stop motion and all that. It was really good, and it sort of reminded one a little bit of Jason and the Argonauts, although a little quicker. But it was great, and flowed right along. And Tom Baker has his silky tone, and all the other good actors. I mean, it's a very enjoyable movie. This is one of the movies that it's so well edited and directed that you kind of wish, then you want a lot of sequels to this, but I'm pretty sure they didn't do any. But it inspired, it if it is part of a series or not, it doesn't matter. It's so good, like Jason and the Argonauts, that you just want to see more of a similar thing. So it kind of helped with this, let's show the super monster movie or dead skeletons fighting with swords or whatever it is.
This
It's
one
just
is
kind of
Scully.
fun. Yeah, it's just kind of fun, and it's smooth. So it's a lot of fun to watch.
Alex likes Tom Baker's smooth tones. Eh? But Alex actually likes something for once. Wow,
He would say
I think that's a
dulcet.
first. Let's go to Harry. See what Harry makes of this film, if he's there.
Well, I have to admit, I'm slightly biased for this movie, sir, because what can I say? Tom Baker, my doctor. But Tom, for change, it's one of the two movies that I know of that for change, instead of him being the hero, he was playing a villain. The other one was where he was playing the mad Rasputin back in the days of the Russian Revolution and such. But Tom did a great job as our villain. And the way the whole movie was done, well thought out plot line, solid visual effects. I mean, this is just the type of movie that holds up still, even with the Harryhausen and visual effects, it still holds up well to this day. It is one of those movies you never get tired of watching. It's one of two movies with actors who have played the Doctor in it. It's just a solid movie that if you get a chance, sit down, watch it, because you never get tired of watching it. It's that good a movie.
Wow, high praise from Harry. Let's go to Lee, because I'm leaving probably the worst till last. Which is always Jake, of course. I'm just referring to Jake, not the film.
It's fine. I'd like to apologise to Beef Dad for interrupting him on that beginning there, but
Oh, don't worry about it.
yeah, it's all right. But
It's credible. It's credible. It's credible.
What was I going to say? Yeah, this is the third Sinbad movie in a line of movies. The first Sinbad, then Sinbad, the seventh voyage of Sinbad, the Golden Voyage of Sinbad, and after this was the Eye of the Tiger. But this one, it's all down to, Ray Harryhausen, it's stop motion, and Tom Baker's portrayal of the evil prince, the sorcerer come prince. But the rest of the cast as well are brilliant. We just recently did a cast on Barbarella a week or so ago, when starred John Phillip Law in that, and now he's played Sinbad in this. It's an enjoyable, as it's been said, it's a smooth movie. It doesn't, for me, it didn't drag from beginning to end. There's adventure, there's monsters, and as of course you've got the silky tones of Tom, as it's been said, playing the bad guy, and this was the role that did get him the role of Doctor Who. Apparently Barry Letts went into the cinema and watched the movie and says, that's him. So we'll have him, and you never look back, really. But it's a pity Doctor Who took over his life. Just think what movies he could have done.
Do you know, I agree with that. I was thinking that while I was watching it. Isn't it a shame that Doctor Who kind of, he did 7 years of Doctor Who, didn't he?
Yeah.
Staying there for that long, how much more he could have done and other content we could have seen. Yeah.
Well, because he oozed evil. I mean, he could have made a living out of playing bad guys in movies.
Yeah, he could have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
but yeah, I enjoyed this. It was good to sit down and watch again, and I'll put still my favourite moments later on and stuff like that. Over to you.
Okay, let's go to Jake.
Thank you to my least favourite member of Geeks Assembled. Anyway, this
Jake does look like that guy off Benidorm, though. You know, when the Garveys left and that new family came along, and that short middle-aged guy,
lovely,
with
well
glasses,
done.
looks like him.
Anyway, I found this film it really confused me. I don't know why.
Jake, it's a very simple story that he just has to put together this medallion.
Right,
just connect the four or five pieces together like that.
I'm not Lee. You can't interrupt me. Anyway,
yes, I can.
So I was when I was watching this, I was like, it's not. I knew I wasn't invested in it because I kept looking at my phone. So it's like, but Tom Baker was amazing in it. For me, he was the best part of this film. And I like the special effects, like the monsters. I like a little back thing that Tom Baker had. I thought that was cool. I want one. I'd call it Dave. And I like special effects. It's so funny watching them fight it though, because some of it didn't even match. And I was it did make me giggle. That all.
What didn't match?
Like the actor fighting the monster thing. And I know it's like imposed on top, but it's like the one with the multiple arms, which did this really stupid head wiggle every time it moved, and it made me utterly wet myself every time it moved. It did this little head bob as he did it. But yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. It was it was good for Tom.
It was good. I enjoyed it, but you hated it really. You didn't enjoy it.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
No, you don't know. No, that. There's nothing different there, is there? Just like usual. Yeah, I watched this film at the beginning of the week, and luckily I did, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really excellent watch. I thought Tom Baker was absolutely brilliant throughout the entire film. But to be fair, the rest of the cast was solid as well. And you had a bit of female empowerment in a way, where Sinbad says to the slave girl towards the beginning of the film, "You don't need to be a slave now here." And he said that to her, and I thought, oh, that's good. And I like that you saw the Swampies. I thought the Swampies were excellent. So a cameo from Doctor Who there. Yeah, it's not CGI, the stop motion was absolutely brilliant. I think stop motion is far more better than CGI. I think films have got far too much CGI, and I just don't like it. This is proper stop motion, and I thought it absolutely looked brilliant. It didn't date the film at all. The film felt like it. Like if you watch a film now, I don't know what film, but if you watch a film, say from the 90s, and you see the CGI, and then you think, oh, that's really dated. You could tell. Inspector Gadget. We watched Inspector Gadget. You could tell that was really dated. But because it was using real objects with stop motion, it didn't date. Yeah, I thought it was real good fun, and I really did enjoy it from beginning to end. And I liked how Tom Baker's character died as well, and you got the fountain with the blood and all that. It goes up. Yeah, I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed it. So let's go into favorite moments. Let's go to Alex and Susan, since they're still unmuted.
All right. Yeah, well, I just don't want to stick my face right up in the camera. So
I'm glad you said camera. Okay.
So I'm just going to leave it unmuted, okay? Anyway, I disagree with you, but
what? About what?
And I can't remember what you just said, but Okay, just relax a minute. It was. I just wanted to say that something you said, really, I disagreed with, but
female empowerment.
Yeah, that's what it was. It's not female empowerment. It's slave empowerment.
But he said to her, "You don't need to be a slave. You don't need to be a slave."
It's not female empowerment, though. It's not playing against gender. It's playing against slavery. Okay, that was the only thing. That was the only thing I disagreed with you. Anyway, it's okay. I just wanted to say that.
Calm down, Susan.
Because you know, I know female empowerment, and it's not that. It's something slightly different. It's when you're actually empowering based on gender. Anyway, let's move on from that. I enjoyed the battle scene at the end with Kali and the swords. You know, I've always, you know, you always see Kali as a beautiful you know, goddess with arms and hands outstretched like this, not gripping something deadly. You know, that was crazy cool in terms of like imagery, and you know, it turned her so dead, or the god, so deadly. Anyway, amazing. And the other part that I liked was when Tom was when Koura was in there, you know, reanimating things and throwing spells and stuff. That was super cool. I mean, it was really interesting, and he had lots of business, and he was doing lots of stuff, and that was really cool. And so those are my favorite bits. Here's Alex.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's a very fun movie. I mean, I did like most of it. As a matter of fact, it was so enjoyable that I was trying not to watch it, and I couldn't do it. So
What do you mean you were trying not to watch it? Is that what you usually do?
I'm always on the tablet.
This is for Geeks Assembled. This is for Geeks Assembled. You know. I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to watch it.
There you go. Well, you say nobody watches anyway.
You were trying to be on your iPad. You were trying to be on your iPad. You know?
He's always doing 3 things at once. Okay.
Well, okay. We'll leave it to him then. We don't.
That's right. That's right.
We don't want to know what the third thing is.
Absolutely not.
You know.
Anyway,
like
okay.
your iPad afterwards, then.
But I mean, this is why they hired him, because even Harryhausen, even when, you know, it's a really bad movie, if it wasn't for his special effects, it would be, you know, 40% even worse. That's how good he was. That he rarely made a bad movie, and the effects are good, and the actors are good too. I mean, like I said, this is one of the movies that sort of helped. Just like Clash of the Titans, the original one, not the new version. You know, that's a little bit campy. It's a little bit corny, but they know how to do it. They know that it's bad, but it's entertaining to watch. It's a lot of fun.
Carolyn Monroe?
Carolyn Monroe. Yep, she, camera likes her. So, no, I mean, she wasn't bad either. There's plenty of cast in here that's, you know, very enjoyable. It's fun. You know, you just want to watch a fun movie. You want to watch something with a lot of energy in it. You want to watch something where the special effects don't look terrible. They don't look like it's totally fake. You know, you almost believe it. I mean, that I remember they used to play Jason and the Argonauts all the time up here, and they would go, oh, you know, we got to wait for the scene with the skeletons. We got to wait for the scene with the sword fighting. So some people would watch it just for that. They don't want to watch the rest of the movie. They just want to watch the sequence with the sword fighting. So, I mean, you know, when you get to hear that, you know, year after year, and, you know, they're partially showing it in Massachusetts for that sequence, that, you know, that's kind of fun, and it's a tribute to him as well, when people are watching it for that.
Alex, who should we go to next?
I don't know. Let's go to Beef Dead.
Let's go to Harry.
I knew he's gonna change it anyway. I can't hear you, Harry.
All right, if I had to choose a favorite scene, it would be when Tom is using the power of the pool to grant all this stuff, this invisibility and everything. It's just fantastic. It's just so well done and everything. It's just, I can't really just put in the words. It's so well done. One thing I have to disagree with you on, Aled, and this is not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but you have to go with CGI these days because of the time it took to do the Harryhausen modeling. Because to shoot a Harryhausen model effect, you had to do it frame by frame, with slight movements and everything. That takes an inordinate amount of time and money. And the way that they do the CGI these days, well, it does cost a little bit. You get it done so much faster. I said nothing against Harryhausen stuff, but the amount of time it takes to do it that way is the only problem I would have with it. You're trying to do it today, but I said the Tom Baker stuff. That's the key to the movie. I mean, the Harryhausen visual effects are great, but Tom just stole the movie altogether. That's just my view on it.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. I think if Tom wasn't in this film, it would be lacking something, wouldn't it? It definitely would if it was another actor. I mean, it's not just that he's the Doctor and we know him from Doctor Who as the Fourth Doctor. It's the fact he's so amazing. Even if he was never the Doctor and we never knew him as the Doctor, he would still be amazing in this film because he just completely steals the film. Let's go to Beef Dad now.
One of the things I enjoyed was one of the little subplots with young Ahmed, who wanted to become a member of he wanted to become a proper recognised seaman on Sinbad's boat. That was good. I enjoyed that. I loved the fight scene with the Cyclops
and the big bird thing.
No, the Cyclops.
The Griffin.
No,
the Griffin. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was superb. The Griffin was very good. It was battling, but the Cyclops. What's it called? Centaur. Yeah, the Cyclops Centaur. That was a lovely concept. I really enjoyed that, and of course he was such a happy little soul. Not, and of course, I loved the battle with Carly. And Carly, you also must remember, Susan, that one of the things about Carly is Carly was the goddess. Basically, she was a goddess of fighting.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought that
she was that was
creation and destruction.
Yeah, but fighting and destruction and murder.
Oh,
that was Carly all around. Yeah, definitely.
I always preferred his sister Danny.
And the other thing that was just absolutely brilliant was the water, the big fount where he ended up dying. Yeah, that was just so superb and so bloody in the end. It was just extraordinary. And that really makes you go, what? Yeah, really good. Really, really good.
But when you only saw his silhouette, didn't you? You saw Tom's silhouette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that disappears down and then everything comes up blood red.
Yeah, that was good.
Which was extraordinary. And yeah, there was just so many superb special effects. Like when the temple blew up around them was also brilliant. That's a little bit earlier on.
Yeah.
And they get out, and the way they get out was just so superb. They all sort of take bits of clothes off, hats, turn them into ropes, and then he creates an arrow, and they shoot it up through basically the air hole, and that was just so good. That was just so good. And the thing is, it held a little bit underneath the edge of the well part on the surface, but you could see it moving.
Oh, it's sliding about, yeah.
Yeah,
Wobbling.
and while he was climbing up it, so you got really, really tense with it, and that was just directed so incredibly well, and I just loved that.
Yeah, but I liked it as well when the front of the ship, you know, the first attack that came alive, you know, the woman that came off the wooden.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that was good. That was really well done when it just tore itself off and then started just attacking them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a splinter.
Right, let's go Jake.
One thing I will say, as someone who's done a stop motion course, I do appreciate the amount of work that went into making all these monsters. It took me 2 months to do 5 minutes of stop motion, because it is really tricky. One picture of the slightest movement. So this probably got like millions of individual images in it, all put together. And as someone who also likes to design things and create like character designs, the character designs are superb. The costumes are beautiful. That's what I cannot critique, especially Tom's, especially when you see him open up his cloak in the beginning. Oh my God. And like Beef Dad said about him ripping himself off a boat. Sorry, I didn't mean just misgender a mythical creature. But yeah, it's really good. The way he's all attacking everyone. And I've got to say something. The bit at the end where what's his face? Tom Baker dies in the fountain. It reminds me a lot, even though I know Pirates of the Caribbean copied it, it reminded me of how Blackbeard died at the end of On Stranger Tide, but done a little bit more better. I thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
It's exactly what it reminded me of as well, yeah.
I like the design, like the costumes, like the characters that like design. Love Tom. And those are my favourite things about it, really. And it is definitely, the end is probably my favourite bit of the whole thing, because of how graphic it was.
But you just hated the film. That's okay. Let's go to Lee.
Well, I can't really say anything else because you've...
Okay, that's fine. Let's go to final say and score. Let's go to Susan Alex. No, that's fine. We're all right.
No, don't start.
It's unlike you not to say anything, Lee.
Well, I've got sore throat, haven't I? You know, I'm full of cold.
He's got the coronavirus, folks.
Yeah, okay. Yes, I'm self-isolating.
He's the spreader. In fact, he's where it started from.
Yeah, I mean, you stole the part.
Him and his cat.
You stole the part of the figurehead bit, so I can't. I'll tell you what I did like. It's I'll watch any of the stop motion because everybody's talked about all that. The usage of the dark magic, from Tom's character, aging him every time he used it. That was so good. You know, he knew what he was doing to his body, but he kept doing it and kept doing it. And it was just aging him every time he did it.
I know how that feels.
Yeah, but it was brilliantly done that. And as Jake sort of mentions, about the costume, Tom's costume, but the costumes across the board were just brilliantly done, colourful and just well designed.
Yeah, but everything was. The locations were good. Everything. Yeah. The whole film looked really good.
The costumes were brilliant. But I say it was just the acting was brilliant. And I say, you've all mentioned this, the stop motions, you know, the centaur and the griffin and stuff like that. So I'm not going to go down that same route. But yeah, I enjoyed it. So back to you.
So I'll tell you one of my favourite moments I just remembered is when the man with the golden face, the mask, reveals his face. Because he had it all burnt, didn't he? And I thought that was a really good moment. Yeah. Yeah, there's so many good moments. I really love the whole film. Let's go to final say and score. Let's go to Alex and Susan.
All right. Well, you know, this is so beautiful, and it really is.
Oh, thank you.
One of the greatest adventure stories. Yes, Alad, you're beautiful.
Very kind of you.
Yes, and
Beautiful.
Such a great adventure story. So much going on, and what a pretty movie. It really is. And so for all of that, I'll give it 10 extra arms with swords in them out of 10.
Wow, that's vicious.
Yeah, I'll give this a 9. It's pretty good. It's a lot of fun. It's done
9
well.
arms with swords?
Yeah, all right.
Let's go to Harry. For final say and score.
I loved it. What can I say? I loved it. I've seen it numerous times. It is just a great movie all around. 10 out of 10. You catch it on television, do so. If you can get DVD, do so. It's well worth watching, well worth enjoying. It is just that good a movie.
Well, I'm sorry you didn't like it, Harry, but you can't like everything, can you? No. let's move to Beef Dad. Oh, he's having a bit of shock.
No, just a minor disaster while I was pouring out my drink. Right.
He's had a spillage, folks.
Yep. What can I say? Yes. Of course, there was one more made after this, and that was Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger in 1977, which came out the year my son was born, so I'll always remember that one.
Oh.
And oddly enough, another doctor in it, because Patrick Troughton was in that one.
Oh, awesome.
And also a guy in it called Nadim Sawala, who was incredibly like someone in this group. But you'll have to watch it to see who. But this was just, it's a magical piece of film. Lots of fun, beautifully done. With, of course, Ray Harryhausen, just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And yeah, the difference is everything is done electronically these days, but he was able to do some incredible things. And yeah, absolute magic, and 10 out of 10 from me.
So is it going to go higher or lower than 10 for Jake?
Right, primarily on the basis of Tom Baker, the stop motion and the beautiful set designs and colours, I'm going to give it 8 bare-chested men out of 10.
I'd rather have the 10. Let's be honest. Yeah, but Jake, you're only saying that you like it now because we've said so many good things. You didn't like it the other day. You hated it. You were slagging it off.
It did drag for me.
I don't care what you were wearing when you were watching it. I just want to know what you thought of the film. Right. Okay, well, let's see if Lee's going to go higher or lower than Nate.
Well, we know why it dragged for Jake, because he usually gives a film 12 minutes.
No, don't be rude. 15.
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah. Sorry.
Rude.
I have you know, I watched all of it.
Yeah. He read it all on Wikipedia. He read the whole of Wikipedia.
I only do that with Marvel films.
Ooh.
Shout out to the Black Panther review 2017.
There was another thing what nobody's mentioned, but they did make good usage of Tom's big eyes in the film.
Yeah.
You know, where he was doing the magic, and his eyes just sort of went into the picture.
Yeah.
But he's got amazing eyes.
Amazing eyes, and they did make usage of that.
Yeah, that was part of the magic.
Yeah.
And I'd like to say about his making spells was all magic comes with a price.
Yeah.
yeah. And it did. It did. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to give it. I'm like Khalid. I wish they'd do more, but I agree with what Harry says. It's just too time consuming these days. It's possibly easier to just press a button on a computer and do it now, instead of doing all the little bits. I wish they wouldn't, but it's a 10 out of 10 for me. It was just good to sit back, relax, and watch this and enjoy it again.
Yep. Well, I've got to give it the same. I've got to say this is definitely a 10 out of 10. Going into it, I thought, will I like this? Won't I like it? I thought it could be quite dated. It could be quite slow. And from the moment it started to the moment it ended, I just thought it was brilliant. And I really, really enjoyed the entire film. And it didn't drag whatsoever. And usually with films, I watch films, even good films, I feel like that it has some good films have moments that drag, and this didn't drag whatsoever. And the stop motion, you have to give credit where it's due. I mean, he was one of the best, wasn't he? And this film really does show.
He was the best.
Yeah, he was the best. Yeah, he was the best. Yeah, he was. And this film proves why. I mean, other sequels, have they got the same characters then? They've got the same actors, yeah.
No, different actors. Every Sinbad movie, what has been a different actor playing Sinbad.
Yeah, it's really they're the whole different cast. Even one is in black and white. The first one's in black and white.
So the sequel to this has got a different Sinbad in.
Yeah, it's I think it was John Wayne's son, I think, who played it in that.
Yes, correct.
Patrick Wayne, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, I would definitely review another one of these, the next one, or
the prequel. Yeah,
the prequel, whatever. Yeah, I'll definitely review the next one. Well, now that Beef Dad has said that Jake's in the next one.
No, not Jake.
Oh, you've narrowed it down.
Look at the pictures.
Where we
Tom Baker.
Find it.
Tom Baker's in the next one.
Oh, it moved it. Where'd it go? Oh, sorry. I hit the Golden Voyage.
Yeah, if I remember rightly, the first one was in black and white, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, it really was. I remember it.
I've got it on DVD somewhere. I'll have to check.
And
that
Patrick Troughton's in the next one.
He's in the last one, yeah, because there wasn't another one made after that one.
Yeah, but that one's the next one after this.
Yeah, this was 1973, and the next one was 77.
Yeah,
I went to the cinema to see The Eye of the Tiger.
Wow, and you were old enough.
Yeah,
you were, yeah.
I'll show you the picture in a minute.
But it's a pity that they've only made.
That for your 32nd birthday, was it?
What?
So you think Nadeem Suwala's like Lee?
Well, you tell me who you think it looks like. That's
Where-
him there.
Where?
There.
Oh, oh, Brian. Oh my God.
No, look.
Oh, you. Looks like you.
No.
Oh no, it looks like Alex. It looks like.
It looks incredibly like
It
Alex.
does really look like Alex.
What's his name?
God, Alex
Oh.
has suddenly got up. He's shot up.
We've woke him up.
No, I was awake. If I was asleep, I wouldn't.
He was asleep. That doesn't surprise me.
We'll have to grey
sorry,
his hair
Alex.
for it.
Oh, that's a little bit.
Nadim Sawala.
A little bit, yeah.
Is that the father of the woman who plays Safi in the
Absolutely fabulous.
in Absolutely Fabulous? Is that a Sawala like that?
Possibly.
It might be a
Yes,
grandfather.
yes, he is. Yeah, he's the mother of Julia and Nadia.
Oh, so they are related. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, this film was a really fun adventure, wasn't it? It was a really fun watch, and I think that's what it's meant to be.
Yeah, I'm glad that this is what this group does. We don't stick to the norm.
Well, that's true.
But no,
We go back to we do movies from the 1920s, 30s, 40s, 50s onwards, because people don't give them a chance, and that's just what we do.
Yeah, I think this is probably one of the best films we've reviewed in a while, because we reviewed some questionable films.
Flunkers.
I didn't pick Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, well, and yesterday wasn't particularly a great watch, was it?
Who chose that one?
Yes, I wonder, Jake.
No, Susan chose that one actually.
Yeah, but you chose B or whatever it was.
She chose the D because us girls love.
I didn't hear what he said. He cut himself off. Thank God for that.
Yeah.
That's the best thing he's done all night.
Oh, shut up.
All right, then. Well, I would like to thank everybody here for joining me, apart from Jake, of course, because he's been rude and horrible to me.
Only one.
And, yeah, you've just reminded me. I wouldn't like to thank Alex either.
Oh.
I'd like to thank you for watching. Tell us below what you made of this Sinbad film or any of the Sinbad films. Do you prefer stop motion to CGI? Because I definitely do, and I definitely think they should do more of it, and I don't care if it takes a bit more time. It's worth it. It looks good. There'll be people that do it, and I think they should. So hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell, the little dinger, to be notified on all our upcoming videos. And I'd like to say thank you, Cher, and get well soon. She's unwell at the moment. And look after yourself.
What about me?
What about you?
I'm a bit unwell at the moment.
And?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, we wish you well.
If you'd like any of Lee's stuff,
Indeed, we do, Lee. We could not
if
do
you
this show
if you would
without
like
being
any
proud.
of Lee's stuff in his room, then contact us below. We will arrange that for you. All right then, look after yourself, take care, and we will see you next time.